What's an objection you get every day?
Credit, money down, repos, 400 to 500 credit.
You have to talk with your heart, not just your mouth. Your mouth says something, but your frequency says another thing. Ryan, what's an objection you get every day?
Objection I get every day from customers? Or
yeah, from customers.
Credit.
Like, what's that mean? Like, I don't have enough credit, or what is that?
Yeah, credit, money down, repos, 400 to 500 credit.
Okay. There. Okay, all right. So let's say I don't have the credit. Ryan, what do you do?
I tell them, I said, we have plenty of ways to work around that. We have subprime lenders that work with all types of credit, from challenging to exceptional. So give me your time and let me see what I can possibly do for you.
No, man, I'm good, man. I'm a little sad. I mean, we've been here for a while, so I'm just gonna go.
Okay, what are you sad about?
That, I can't qualify for the car right now, or, I got bad credit.
You're saying you don't qualify for the car right now, but yet you haven't given me the opportunity to see if we can get you qualified.
Okay, send it in, and then tell me I'm denied.
Okay, let me get your information. Let me send it in.
Okay, so let's say you send it in and then they're denied. Send it in and then they're denied. Then what happens?
Cosigner.
Okay. Down. All right, so get me to get a cosigner. Hey,
so it looks like the bank is actually not approving you at this time, but good news is that we still have another way to go. Is there any chance you might have a family member, a cousin, or anybody that might be willing to go on the loan with you?
No, I don't, man. I'm all by myself.
Okay. Any friends or family members like a friend or best friend that might be able to go on the loan with you? Any money down?
No.
Okay. Are you driving a vehicle right now? Do you have like a trade-in that you want to possibly trade in? Even if it's an older vehicle, it might help you get on this loan as well.
Let me role play it with you and tell me what you think. And I'm going to do a little thing called heart instead of mouth. I'm gonna connect to their heart instead of it just come out of my mouth. They're gonna feel my heart. Your name's Ryan, right? Hey guys, it's the Macklin Twins. Let's go. Hey guys, if you have any questions at all, we want you to text us. Our phone number is 480-780-2203, and one of us will get back to you. We got your back for life. Let's get back to the video. Let's go. Let's go, baby.
Yes, sir.
Ryan, listen, man. I know that you got 2 kids. You guys came in because you want to get the vehicle, and right now, the loan. Your credit doesn't support getting the loan. But Ryan, we're not gonna let that stop us. Ryan, look at me. I got your back. I know that this is important to you. I know that you leaving with something and starting to build your credit, more than just buying the car. It's not what the car is going to do for you. It's about what the car is going to do for your credit journey. This car is going to drive you to a different level of credit. And when you have that different level of credit, dude, I know you want to get jet skis. I know you want to have a house with your family. I know that since you're renting right now, you don't want to stay renting forever. Am I right, Ryan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you want these things, okay? How do you think that anybody that has good credit got to good credit? Do you know? Have you ever been around anybody that has really good credit? Like, do you know? Because I'm a credit coach. I'll tell you. So that way, like, if you don't know, within the next 30 seconds, you'll know. Do you know?
No, not really.
And listen, they should teach us this in school. Since we got Trump back, they'll probably start, but you know what I mean? But they fell asleep on this, okay? So Ryan, here's how you get to better credit. Today, we got to figure out a way to get you the loan. And once we get the loan, it's going to start driving your credit up that credit score list, right? And the bureaus are going to start to recognize this. And when you do that, like, you can't just go to get a house. Like, even if you had $100 grand down and you want to go buy a $300,000 house, they're not going to loan it to you unless you have credit. And so the best way to build credit is not just credit cards. You have some credit cards, you failed at those. That's how you have some of that. I'll help you with that. We'll get some of those off your bureau. I'll show you how to dispute those. But how we're going to get you to this next level of credit, and I've done this with hundreds of customers, okay, is we're going to figure out how to get you this car loan, okay, together, me and you, and then we're going to start driving your credit up. Now, here's what's going to happen, okay? The car we get today, it's not going to be your Escalade. It's not going to be the total dream car, but it's not about the car. It's what the car is going to do for your credit. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is the car going to be nice? Yeah. Is the car going to be something that you're going to be able to get around in, be comfortable in, be safe and everything like that? Yeah. But really, this car is the vehicle for us to get better credit. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so here's how we do it. Ryan, I know that there's somebody that believes in you. Everybody's got somebody that believes in them. Everybody got somebody that loves them. You know what I mean? And I'm sure you probably have that person at home, okay? I'm sure you probably have that person in your family, in your friend group, somebody like an extended aunt, somebody. Here's what I want to do. I don't want you to call them. I want to call them with you. And I want to be the one that talks to them and explains to them how this credit building journey works, okay? They could be somebody with average credit or great credit. If they have great credit, it's going to lower the payment for you. If they have average credit, it doesn't matter. All we're going to start to do is build credit. Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, check this out. Ring, ring. He's like, well, I don't know, man. My aunt's going to think it's weird if you're calling me. Listen, guys, I had to do things differently than everybody else to get results better than everybody else. I'll tell you, I watch all the average people be like, call your grandma. He'd be like, hey, grandma, can I get you on the loan? She'd be like, nope. And he'd be like, oh, nobody wants to do it. And then they walk out. And I'm like, you guys are idiots, okay? I'll talk to these people because I'm the salesperson. I'm in control of the deal. I'm the guy that's influencing it, and I'm going to make it happen. So I'll call. And then I'd get on the phone, and I'd say, hey, I know you don't know who I am. I'm sitting here with your grandson. Say what's up, Ryan. Ryan's like, hey, grandma. And I'm like, hey, so I'm sitting here. I'm a credit coach. Do you know what that is? I help people get better credit. Your grandson's credit isn't horrible. He just doesn't know how to build it. And I'm sure, like back in your day, they didn't teach you. You probably learned from somebody, or you probably figure out a couple of things. But it's like unknown to most people, which is crazy, okay? But I know a way that we can do this. And ultimately, he says that the person that believes him the most is you. He has these 2 kids. He wants to be able to put them in something safe and comfortable and build credit along the way, okay? So in saying all of those things, you're the person that can help him do that. You're really his only shot at being able to build great credit and have a nice car along the way. Or what's going to happen is he's going to go get the wrong car. It could wreck his credit, and then he's just going to be on a spiral journey. And I've seen it thousands of times. I don't want it to happen to him, and I'm sure you don't either. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So here's what we do. I'm sure you have pretty decent credit. Do you know where it lies? Do you know if it's like 650, 600, 520, 800, 900? She's like 650. I'm like, perfect. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do an application. Now, here's how this works. Ryan's gonna be in this car for 6 months to a year. He's gonna be building his credit. I'm gonna show him how to dispute some things on his credit, and I'm gonna show him how that process works. You're gonna go on the loan with him. We'll bring you the paperwork, or you can come down here and see the car if you like. However you guys want to do it, it's totally up to you. And then you'll help him build that credit, just like my grandfather helped me. And then once he starts to get better credit, we'll get him into a different vehicle. We'll get your name off that car loan, and we'll get him into another car within the next year, as long as he pays it on time. And I'm gonna be his accountability partner. He can afford it. We already looked at the budget. If you're potentially co-signing, so we got you. You have nothing to worry about, ma'am. Can we do that? Tell me no. Ryan, say no. I don't know.
No, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be worth doing.
Yeah. Well, here's what's worth doing. I know that he's your grandson, and I know that you really care about him, and having him have the life that he wants, like the house that he wants, and having the credit that he wants. If something were to happen to you, and ultimately he has all these things and he's secure, only reason why we're doing anything is for our families, right? Like, we're only doing things for our families. And so, ma'am, I know that, it might be a little scary for you to sign on a car loan with him. I know, 100% I know. I've signed on car loans for friends of mine and family members of mine, but you're the one person that he can count on to do this. And so the reason why I'm calling is because I could see how much he loves you. I can see how much he cares about you. And I know you care about him too. So if you're not going to do it, I'm not going to give up on him. And so what I'm going to ask of you is to then find me somebody right now while we're on the phone that I can call, because I'm not the guy that just lets him walk out and doesn't let him obtain this dream credit that he wants and helps his family. So, ma'am, I'm not giving up. Do you want to do it, or do you want to give me somebody that you believe in, that you know would help him with inside of the family? How are we going to do this together? Let's put it on speaker. Let's make a family decision today, guys. How are we going to figure this out? I don't play to play, dude. I play to win. I'm just telling you. And see, some people are like, oh, I don't know. I wouldn't call him. Don't call him, bro. Don't call him. All right. When I was 20 years old, I wasn't that good at that. I was nervous. My manager's like, you're calling them. I was like, what? He was like, you're going to their house. I'm like, what? Okay, back in the day, you had to be a good salesperson to make money. And the losers went bankrupt. They went and worked as a plumber, and then they talked shit on the car business. And they were like, meh, 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 meh. And then there's guys like me rolling around in $200,000 cars being like, it's not that hard. Just when somebody objects or there's something, you have to talk with your heart, not just your mouth. Your mouth says something, but your frequency says another thing. See, when I'm talking to her, I'm a little bit of the authority. I believe in myself. I love myself. I'm really there to serve him. I'm really there to protect him. I don't really have in the low energy of that chart what I talked about is my desires up front. Do I want to sell a car? Yeah, but I also know if this guy leaves, that he could come across Skippy the Punk, they could screw him, he'll be in a buy here, pay here lot, it won't be on his credit, and he won't have that house. I've also changed hundreds of lives in the car business. Let me let you know how. I had guys that went out and built their credit, they came back to me, they're 700 credit score. I was able to see over 12 years, families grow. I was able to see credit grow. I was able to go to my customer's house and they would say, I'd never have this house, Ian, if it was not for you. I would not have this house if it wasn't for you because you showed me how to build credit. You're the guy who got on that app and disputed all these charges for me. You're the guy that got me the vehicle that took me to my credit. Is that bullshit? No. It's the truth, and it's the only way to actually build credit. So if I know that, I'm playing a different game than you. I'm in a different level than you. I'm trying harder than you. She says, I'm not doing it. I say, I'll drive to your house. I don't care. Me and you are going to talk about this over dinner because I'm not letting your son down. Okay? I will believe in somebody more than they believe in themselves. I will outcare you and outbelieve you. All right, guys, you're the true 1%ers. You made it to the end of the video. Let's go. Like, comment so we know who you are down below, and then share this video to somebody else who needs it. And also turn your notifications on because we got the fire coming every single day. Amazing. We'll see you at the next video. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.